Does your brain freeze at a blank page? Because if so, here's a little cheat I found. Right now, you're watching me turn random watercolor blots from my Sparks Volume 1 into mini ideas that help jumpstart my brain. And by the end of this video, you will know why this works, how to do it, and where to grab the pages if you want them. Now, first things first, let's address whether or not you could make these blots on your own. Of course you can. Obviously, I did it. But for me, the more steps, the less likely I am to start. So I made a pre-made pack so that the only step is to draw on the page. Less deciding, more doing. That was the whole point of making this. Throughout my life, I've heard a lot of people refer to creativity as something that you are just born with. The good news is creativity is a skill. It's a process, and repetition will build fluency. You can use this pack even if you have zero artistic skills or abilities, because I've also included helper pages, which have a set of faces, textures, lines, and shapes to help get you jump started. Using these watercolor blots from Spark helps force both divergent and convergent thinking. You might be asking, how do these ambiguous blots help me get more creative? Well, they're like little mini idea generators. Ambiguous visual noise reliably pushes your brain to see multiple things, also known as pareidolia. More creative people tend to spot more, faster, and we can train that thinking by actively making ourselves do it. This watercolor blot pack comes with PNG versions of all the blots so that you can pull them into whatever digital art application you use. Or if you don't do digital art, I also included all the pages as PDFs so that you can just print them out at home. I often find that the most difficult part of any task is just getting started. As I've been using these, it really helps me just start on something. And once I have that momentum going, it's easier for me to translate that into something else. So these short bounded sprints create like a micro focus, where finishing even a tiny doodle fires a little reward loop, and that completion feeling is like the gasoline for momentum. Those tiny reps beat the perfectionism because my brain learns start, then finish, instead of plan forever and stall out. I think probably the most important part of using this is that you are not allowed to judge yourself. These pages are a playground for your creativity, not a test. There are pages I made that I did not particularly like, and I still included them in this video because liking the page was not the point. Making the best art I've ever made was not the point. Being the most creative I've ever been was also not the point. The point was to finish something and move on. And over time, your lines will get cleaner, your ideas will generate faster, and your brain will trust you to just start. You can also come back to any of these ideas later and completely flesh them out and make this grand masterpiece if you really want to. But the most important thing is that you do not let yourself get stuck because you're scared of doing something dumb or that looks ugly or bad. That doesn't exist here. Just draw a line. I mean, trace the blob if you want and put 2 dots on it for eyes. Like literally just start. And the funny part is, once you commit to doing that, then you might want to add some arms. And then you might want to add a mouth, and all of a sudden you are creating. If you think this would help you, you can get Spark Volume 1 using the link below. If you post them, please tag me. I would love to repost them and see your cute little blots. Thanks for listening, and I will see you guys next time.